Time we did this, I think it was like 30 years ago.
Holy, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the last time you and I did a play-by-play game, I think it was the Cambridge Bulldogs or something against the.
Right.
Yeah, that was the first game I ever did.
Is
Well,
that
good
right?
evening, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great night. Thanks to Dino for joining us for Talking Royals, a very special edition. Not often we get a chance to put the manager on the spot, but I think he's driving around in a car right now, so just finished work or probably still working. And hopefully everything is going well with everybody. Dino, it's always great to see you.
Great to be here,
So,
Neil. Good to see
yeah,
you too.
always good. So let's just talk a little bit about, I don't know, I guess we'll start with the beginning here as far as, so it's been, I want to say, what was your last year? Was it 96 your last year here, or was it 95?
97. I was the
97, okay, so you were here when we won the last one, I guess, so yeah. The last one before, I guess, 2003, 2004, when I wasn't involved, actually. But yeah, that's when I took a little break. But yes, so 97 was the last one you had a little, I guess, your hand in as far as that stuff goes. But it's so great to have you back in the Royal City, back where I always thought you belonged here. And I was just like, I was so happy when Sean said we got you back on board. It was just like, things are looking okay. Things are going to be okay. We're going to be good and everything else. So we're going to be all right. And then you guys have been putting together a roster that's just crazy so as far as the talent so far.
Yeah, we're really excited. It's been a couple of years since we've been able to get on the field, and so we've been working hard on trying to get a team here. It's almost, we looked at it like almost like an expansion
Oh,
team
no
coming
question.
in, with the guys drop off, haven't played for a couple of years. The cool thing is, though, that we had a great base. We had some local guys. We have the greatest hitter in this league has ever seen in Sean Riley, Josh Garton, who's an ex-pro player as well
Yeah.
that has been around for a long time. And won the home run derby, so he's big, strong guy that you can plug in the middle of the order. And of course, Justin Terrasano, who's the epitome of a Guelph player, who's dedicated and just wants to play for Guelph, and that's the only jersey he wants to wear. So we had that. We have also a young group in Cush and Barless
Yep.
and of course McLeod, who Jeff McLeod, who's coming back. So the parts were there to start. It was up to Sean Fuller and Sean Travers and myself to start building around it, and we're really excited about the pieces that we put around it.
Oh, no question. If you want to go through and talk about the imports you've brought in, it's just some top notch guys. As far as two guys that have got some experience with the Barry Bay Cats, and I'm sure you're bringing Dario Alvarez as well. Which I was actually watching I was in the MLB film room today, just watching highlight reels from him. Just like, oh man, I'm so glad I don't have to sit in that box when that comes through there.
Yeah, so let's start with the guys that we brought over from Barry. Now we
Yep.
made a trade a couple of years ago, assuming we were going to go into the league. We just before COVID, we
Yep.
brought two guys at position. One is a position guy. One plays both. He can play position as well, but mostly he'll be a reliever, probably back end of the reliever in Darren Shred.
Yep.
So Connor Morrow, who was one of the top rookies in the league a few years ago, just a hard-nosed player. I had him as a young kid with the Ontario Blue Jays. Same with Shred, and I was very excited about bringing him here. They're two of the greatest guys to have in the clubhouse. Two guys that you want to build and play the game the right way. So we started off with that. That was our first acquisition. We made a trade with London as well for a pitcher in Julian Higuera, who led the league in strikeouts a couple years ago. He's going to stay down in Mexico and pitch in Mexico. But so those were our first moves as we came in. Now
Yep.
we look at as we move forward to this year. We had the first big one was obviously Dario Alvarez, and Alvarez is a guy that I was targeting last year. He's a guy that was 4 years ago, I believe, was 6-1 in the big leagues
Yep.
as a reliever. Has pitched in the Dominican League. Was on the Olympic team for the Dominican last year in the Olympics and won a bronze medal. Just a fiery individual, tough on lefties. But if he's probably 87, 89 miles an hour. If he gets up to 91, 92, virtually unhittable if he's on his game. So
Yep.
he was some guy that we targeted. We're very excited about bringing him up here. I love his mentality. He's a very respectful guy of his teammates, and again, a real competitor that'll fit into the community here, and a great family guy. So we'll also meet his family throughout the season as well. They're coming
That's
up
awesome.
to Canada. The next guy in our rotation, Claudio Custodio. It was between us and Barry on what team he was going to go to. I had an opportunity to talk to him. He loved what we were doing here. Claudio, in my mind, could be the most valuable player in the league if he's on. He could play. He's one of the top middle infielders, and he also throws 97, 98 miles an hour on the mound with a great wipeout slider. He will be one of the best pitchers in this league, but also a guy that will contribute offensively and defensively in the middle infield. And his last outing in this league was unbelievable. 17 strikeouts, 1 hit in a playoff game against Kitchener when he was with Barry. And he's eager to play. In his words, if it's me and Dario, we win championship. Those were his last words before he.
Okay, let's put it down on a T-shirt and print it now. Let's go. Let's go.
And then we moved to guys that are a little older, but the reason that we were really intrigued, and I've always been a fan of Emilio Guerrero and Arias Santos. These are two guys that you bring into this league and that have been in this league, that have won championships. Arias has been a guy with a pretty good fastball and a ball that sinks, so he gets a lot of ground balls. Guerrero is just a guy who's a competitor and knows how to pitch.
Yep.
Again, both getting a little older, but both are guys that can contribute, guys in the clubhouse that are going to be great and know the league, and both pitched at very, very high levels and are going to be dominant as a 3-4 guy. So, you're looking at a starting rotation that's phenomenal in my mind.
Oh, no question.
We also have Steven Dressler, a local guy who has been with this team. We have hopefully Jacob Cush. Hopefully gets a pro contract, but Jacob comes back, another guy that throws in the low 90s, and of course Darren Shred, who's got a cannon and is just a fiery competitor as well, and one of my favorite guys. I mean, he's just along with Connor, and it's just again, I love the way they play. So that's how we started our pitching staff. We're still in progress as far as getting guys here. There's a lot of guys that I'm looking at that will make a huge impact here. And we will be very, very deep because we have a lot of games this year. So,
no question. I think we start off with 7 and 11 days or something like that. It's just right off the hop. It's like, yeah, okay, welcome to the league. Here we go. You got 11 games in 7 days, or whatever it is.
No
7 and 11. Exactly. No messing around. Anything else?
Now, we look at now in. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, obviously, the big news and one of the reasons why we went live tonight and of course is going to be the release tomorrow of the fact that we signed Dalton Pompey. We are so excited as an organization. It's great for the league. But I mean, I love the guy. He's I tried to get him here throughout the course of the off season. Here's a guy that played 4 years with the Toronto Blue Jays. Can fly. He runs. He plays great defense. He'll be able to hit in this league. He's going to be a guy that we look at as being a very dominant player in this league, and will save us a lot of runs defensively, no question. But also create a lot of pressure on the base paths, and that's something that's going to be a key in what we're talking about tonight, as well as, and that's pressuring teams with our team speed. We signed, so that's the big news. Dalton was, he looked at Korea, he looked at Taiwan, he looked at a lot of other pro opportunities. It didn't work out with Major League Baseball this year after being, AAA Player of the Week last year in the final couple of weeks of the year. He's a guy that's eager to come up here and make an impact right away, and again, a competitor. So, he's fired up. But we are so excited as an organization, as a city, to have him here.
Well, no question. I'd hear stuff from Fuller as far as, okay, Dino's talked to so-and-so and so-and-so. I'm like, okay, actually see a contract in my hand. It's like, yeah, okay. So when I got the contract on Sunday, I was like, okay, I guess I can get excited now. And then it was just, okay, I got to keep it quiet for another 4 days. Come on, you're killing me here.
Well, we wanted to make sure it's the right way again, because he's as excited as he is. We're equally as excited and looking forward to having him as a big piece here in the Royal City. But lost in all the hoopla of the Dalton Pompey signing, we also have two guys that are also outfielders in J.D. Williams and Malik Collymore. Now, I will tell you this: Malik is track speed. His last year was 2 years ago in the Can-Am League. He had 55 stolen bases. He was caught 5 times.
Oh wow, we're gonna steal some bases like crazy.
Exactly. He's just he's a physical specimen, great kid from a great family. I've known him a long time.
Yeah.
I tried to get him here for the last 2 years and finally said, I'm ready to go. But he was a
Awesome.
10th round draft pick of the St. Louis Cardinals, played, I believe, 7 years of professional baseball.
Yep.
And he's fired up about coming here as well. He's really excited. JD Williams, a guy that, I always tell him I'm a big fan of his. He was with the St. Louis with the Cincinnati Reds.
Yep.
And JD is a guy who plays baseball the way I love. I mean, he's tough. He never comes out. He's never hurt. Coming up through the ranks, it was always JD and Josh Naylor. And we
Yep.
know what Josh Naylor has done in his
Yep.
career.
Exactly.
JD is an impact player, can run, can hit, it has a great feel for the game. I remember saying it for his age, at a 16, 17, 18-year-old, there were a few guys that had the feel for the game like JD did. So Jade's here, and I'm so fired up about that. And so you look at our outfield now with Dalton and Jeff McLeod and Josh Garton and Malik and JD, Ethan Hammond. We're
Yep.
looking at a really deep, talented outfield, and I think the best outfield in the league, bar none. I mean, I look at it; it's almost not fair that we have that much talent.
Oh, no
speed.
question. But we've also got a big outfield out there, so they got lots of gaps they got to cut down too. So we're going to need that speed out there, anyways.
I keep telling them all, no ball better hit the grass in the outfield. None of that kind of speed.
Yeah, exactly. So what's left on the shopping list, Dino?
We're looking right now. We're looking at a veteran catcher. We have Brendan Keys. Hopefully Noah Roberts is coming back, who plays with the Silver Creeks. Had a great career in junior, still eligible to play with the Silver Creeks. I'm hoping he makes his way back here and is an impact player here. He's in college. We're working on two veterans. We're working on a third baseman and a catcher. And hopefully that comes to fruition, because both guys are perfect fits for this team, are good friends of mine for a lot of years, have been in the league for a lot of years. And if we do manage to get them, I think those are the two final pieces for me as far as the core of this team and the heart of this team. And then, we build on the depth on our pitching staff, because we do have a lot of games in a short period of time. So we want to add some more arms. So really, catcher, third baseman. I talk about the middle infield. We have Connor Moore, of course, but Kyle Cush is hitting 311 in Division I baseball right now.
Yeah.
And he's played great defensively. We're excited about him, a Guelph guy. Again, with Jacob, if the two of them come here, we'll be ecstatic about having him here. Darius Barless is a guy that we're so excited about having back. Just a quality guy, a guy you love having in the dressing room. Can play. He was a pitcher when he was younger, but plays shortstop and second base.
Yep.
So again, up the middle with Custodio and Garton and Morrow, Cush, Barless, and then you could bring in a guy like JD Williams, who was grew up as a middle infielder, or Malik Collingmore, who grew up playing shortstop. You look at that kind of ability to play different positions, and it's amazing how you can fill up your lineup card and be successful every day.
Yeah, so it's just a couple of questions. I guess PA is asking who's cooking at the Lucky Belly right now, since you're out in the car.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a bit of a scramble. I had a lot of pork sandwiches that I was in the middle of making, but
Oh, geez, now I feel bad.
not at all. You know what? This has been such a great day for our organization. And,
no question.
And it was a great start. And again, if we have an opportunity, still working out situations with work and with obviously his son. Is playing a lot of baseball. So we don't know to what extent we have an opportunity to get Sean Riley, but if we have Sean Riley here, just a pro's pro, and he is one of the classiest guys this league has seen. Everybody loves Sean.
Oh, no question.
He's just, again, I've been in this league since 1991, off and on, and he's the most prolific power hitter and RBI guy this league's ever seen. So we get him, our DH spot is filled. And of course, Justin is just a guy who gets out on the field and plays hard every day. So Terrasano will probably play the role at first base. And again, we have a lot of, our Silver Creek program is great. So we have a lot of guys that are coming up that are going to make impacts. Arthur Quara, Owen Ellis, Sam Worthen. I mean, those are just, of course, I talk about Noah Roberts. These guys are going to make a big impact with us as well. So, and of course, Ryan Cush, if we can get him to come up as well and have the three brothers together. So
That'd be great.
it would be great. It would be great.
I guess that would be the only other trio of brothers I can think of is probably the Pietrasco clan.
Yeah.
Jeff, Jamie, and Andy is probably the only ones three at the same time. Anyways, I know we've had brothers before.
To have Mike and Ryan Kelly back in 93, 92,
Yep.
93, 94. And, when we went on that crazy run with 3 finals in a row and a couple of pennants and then winning a championship in 93
Yep.
and having those guys. And I think the Cush brothers are a lot like that. They're good guys in the clubhouse and, they get along well. You can tell there's some brotherly love there.
Probably some one-upmanship too, as far as that goes.
Yeah, exactly. They push each other. Each other. That's a very competitive family. Their mom and dad, and of course Ryan's a real competitor. They're all competitive, and they're a great family and a great couple of guys.
Yeah. So I'm not going to keep you because I know you got to get back to work and everything else, and I just wanted to get you on and just sharing the excitement a little bit, of course, the big news and everything else, and it was just. Yeah, thank you so much for popping in tonight, Dino, and we'll do this again hopefully when you're better time schedule and everything else. We'll definitely get you on before pre-games as well as much as possible just to get your state of the Royals as we're going through the season. And well, of course, a 42-game season starting May 21st against the Toronto Maple Leafs, and it's just it's going to be a grind this year. I think it's just the longest. I think it's the biggest season they've had in quite some time. I know they had a couple of 36s before then, but this is going to be a grind. It's going to definitely test the rosters for a lot of squads.
Yeah, and I love what you said a couple of weeks ago, Neil, is this league is not the intercounty without the Guelph Royals.
No.
So, we're 2 months away, but I think we want to make an impact from the beginning of the season and roll and just get better every day and, be at the top of our game end of August, early September as we roll into playoffs. But it's going to be a fun year. It's going to be entertaining. There are so many events going on at the stadium. And we want to pack the ballpark every night. We want to put on a great product, and we've done our part now. And let's see if we can pack the park and go back to the excitement that we had when this team was really rolling.
Oh, exactly. I look back to the early '90s when I was lucky enough to do stuff with you as far as that stuff goes, and I just remember people bringing their lawn chairs at 3:00 in the afternoon just to set them up so they had a spot. If we can get to that spot again, I think we've done something, and that's where I would love to get to as far as that goes. I remember guys bringing a couch in over the fence just because they didn't have anything else to sit in. They brought it down to the bullpen and sat down there on a couch.
Yeah, it was quite an event, and that's what we want to do. We want this city deserves, a great run and a community event like we're going to put on for them. So.
Yeah, that's exactly. Well, I won't take any more of your time, Dino. Thank you so much. Thank everybody for watching. Mike, great to see you as well. Yes, we're looking forward to a great year that's coming up. And Craig Valaket said Jonathan Pompey is a great pickup. So, yes, again, you're getting the vote of confidence already, Dino. So something's going on. So, yeah.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, Neil.
No problems. You guys have fun. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll catch you on the next